Hi everybody, welcome back to Karen Puzzles. So today, I can finally tell you something very exciting that I did the other week. I was in a video with the Try Guys. They asked me if I wanted to be in a video with them to race jigsaw puzzles, and of course I was like, yes, obviously. And I haven't seen the video yet. Today I'm going to watch it for the first time and share all my reactions with you and any behind the scenes facts. All right, I'm so excited to see this. Let's get into it. Oh man, I'm nervous. I always get a little nervous when I watch videos of myself that other people have shot and edited. I much prefer to do it myself and be in control the whole time. So this first shot, before I even start the video, they actually taped a GoPro to the ceiling, which is actually a really good idea. I might have to steal that instead of my contraption of like tripods and arms and all of that. Okay, let's start the video.
We're back, baby. 4 versus 1.
Oh my god, there's me! Did he see me? Oh, that's me! That's me again! Is that really what I look like when I'm puzzling, like all hunched over? Maybe I need to work on my posture.
I didn't know that there were puzzle experts. Now I do.
Yes, there are puzzle experts. Hello, it is I, a puzzle expert.
We are here at Game House. We are going against Karen from Karen.
Oh, there's me! Oh, they used a clip from my video.
We're also going to be interviewing Tammy, who is a puzzle.
Oh, okay, so Tammy, I actually know Tammy. I had no idea that they asked her to be in the video, and then like the day before the shoot when they sent out the call times and everything, her name was on there, and I was like, oh my god, I know her. We did this like escape room event together a while back, and yeah, it's just like a really small puzzling community. Oh, here's me. This is me. Karen Puzzles. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Usually so I actually wore my puzzle shirt that I made in my cricket video a while back. I'm gonna guess that today's puzzle is gonna take me 90 minutes. So the only oh my god, that ding, that zoom in, that ding, the shade. The only time that I've actually raced someone doing the same puzzle was against an 11-year-old. And I beat her very easily, so maybe I shouldn't be too worried. Yeah, so if you haven't seen that video, I raced jigsaw puzzles against Bailey Ballinger, who is Colleen Ballinger, Miranda Sings' niece, and I won very easily, but it was super fun. She's so nice, and I love their whole family.
I have never once in my life been like, you know what I want to do? I want to put little cardboard pieces and try and stick them together. When quarantine began, Maggie bought a puzzle, and I said, why?
That is like the most bizarre concept to me. Obviously, so much of my life is just doing puzzles. And even before I started this channel, I've just done puzzles as a hobby my whole life. So the idea of not having puzzles around, how weird. Do people live like that? What?
Are you guys ready to reveal these puzzles and start the competition?
Okay, so the puzzle reveal. I will give you a little bit of a behind the scenes fact here. They did tell me what the picture was going to be ahead of time. Well, they told me that, so here's the picture, spoiler for the video. They told me it was going to be from this photo shoot, from the tour that they did. And so I Googled it and I was like, they're probably going to pick this photo from all the photos that were available. So, I did have a little bit of an advantage in that I could study the picture beforehand, but both of us had, you know, the box available as we were working, so not too much of an advantage.
3, 2, 1. Ah!
Yeah, so you can see they're very surprised, and they don't show my reaction, but I'm not quite as surprised.
Open the box.
I'm trying to, it's
Zach,
stuck.
what's wrong with you?
I'm trying
This is precious time.
This is time.
She's already opened the plastic inside.
What is happening?
All right,
It was stuck.
Oh yeah, so before we started, originally they wanted to do the reveal and then like reset some things and then get started, but the guys were like, no, once we reveal, we're just getting into it. So that's why I was already like opening it all up. Also, I could like, I mean, I was kind of far away. I was probably a good like 8 feet away, obviously for, wait, hang on, I'm not listening. Obviously for like safety reasons and also just the way they had the place set up. So I could kind of hear what they were saying, but I couldn't see what their actual progress was. So I'm very excited to finally be able to see what they were actually doing over there.
I've already started some edges over here.
Well, edges over here.
Well, I'm gonna start edges over here.
Well, just
He's the manager.
Oh, I guess they cut this part. At the beginning in that interview, they asked me, what do you think, or like, why do you think you have an advantage? Or like, do you think you'll be better off doing it on your own? And I was just like, yes, absolutely. The problem when you have 4 people is that you have to spend time coordinating the plan, whereas when it's just me, I can just get going with my own plan that's in my own head. I can just work so much faster.
Keith, I'd like to speak to your manager.
Oh my God, my hands are shaking. I've never been this nervous. Oh yeah, so also at the beginning, I was actually really nervous because like, what if I lost? I would never live that down. I'd have to shut down this channel. But as we got going and as I finished the edge and I looked over and they were nowhere close to finishing the edge, I was like, okay, I think I'm good. The Try Guys have 4 people. They can work on a larger area at once. If they've all stolen each other's pieces, I'm gonna pull ahead.
Dude,
I guess that was the interview that I was just saying.
later.
You just put it in the bottom.
Yeah, that's a special piece.
Oh, Zach.
Keith's mouth. Oh, I found more of Keith's mouth, guys. I'm killing it.
Oh,
over
also
here.
at the beginning, or not at the beginning, in like our phone call before this, their producer was like, I think they might have an advantage because they know their faces very well. And I was just like, no. That's not how that works. When it's a puzzle, it doesn't really matter how well you know like it's still a face that you have to put together, and faces are pretty difficult in Jigsaw puzzles, so it doesn't really matter that it's your face versus anyone else's face.
What are you doing over there, Karen?
Oh, here he comes, here he comes. Listening to your discussion about mouths. Okay, so here's my approach. Number 1 is to simultaneously what happened to that
sort
shot?
out the edges and turn all of the pieces face up. And depending on what the color separation looks like, maybe also start separating into colors.
Man, I have a you can see there in that interview, I'm saying, depending on what the color separation is like, when I actually already knew what the color separation would be like. And I have a superstition that if the first piece you put in is right, that's good luck, and my first piece was right, so. It's so weird seeing my face from different angles. Normally, I like only ever shoot with this straight on angle. So I'm like, is that really what I look like? Is that how other people see me in the world? Then you do the edge, then you do the major big colors, and then you just work your way in. Yeah, so another thing with doing the puzzle here is that I actually think I went quicker than I otherwise would have, because the only thing that I had to focus on was the puzzle. Normally I'm like watching the cameras, I'm making sure everything's recording, I'm setting up the cameras to get different angles, I'm like thinking about how to edit the video. And in this shoot, who knew? You can hire people to do those things. So I only had to focus on the puzzle, so I just went for it. I went really fast.
We all do a search for edges.
Edge.
Yeah. Edge.
You guys not even have all your edges
Edge.
yet? Oh, this is a running theme. It took them quite a while to do the edges.
Mouths? How many mouths do you have done?
What are you doing over there? What have you been spending your time on?
What are you doing, Eugene?
I'm organizing the edges by the innies and outies.
Okay, that's actually a really good strategy. Good one, Eugene.
I'm gonna support it.
I'm trying to be supportive, but I really hate everything that's happening.
Also, one thing that I kept thinking about as I was working was, so normally when I puzzle, I listen to a podcast. Obviously for this, I couldn't have headphones in or anything playing, you know, I was just doing the puzzle. But I basically had the Try Guys doing like a live podcast right next to me. Is it bad that now that I live alone and also work alone, I consider any conversation a podcast?
I feel like we're really in a pickle. Uh-oh. Those pieces don't work together. That's a real red flag. I would say, Nick, we're just trying to survive over here.
I would say there are some roles here, with one being a little less productive.
The Try Guys definitely win the award for being much funnier than I am. I'm usually alone, not competing against anyone. Just alone in my apartment. And that's my edge. What happened to my GoPro? Why is that? Oh my God, why is that so like blurry? Oh, look at that percentage. Look at those graphics. Look at you guys. Also, fun fact about my hair. You might notice it's a little like wavier and curlier than normal. I straighten it because it gets like that, and I prefer how it looks straight, but I had to, you know, get to this place across town, and as soon as I step outside, it just like poofs back up, so that's just what my hair is now, you know. Oh, I mean, I've already finished the red too. I've moved on to the green.
What do you mean you finished the red? No, okay, guys. Guys!
Okay, this is the point where I stopped being nervous. To beat me, I think that the Try Guys will have to be very targeted in their approach and not step on each other's toes when it comes to what section they're working on.
Oh, I feel like we have too many hands.
Yeah, so that's another issue with the Try Guys, is that since they're all full-grown men around this like little table, probably smaller than this table that I'm sitting at right now, they just kept getting in each other's way, a lot of elbows, whereas I just had the whole place to myself.
Thinking about a puzzle team, are there different roles or is it just everyone trying to get pieces in?
One of the things.
Oh, so with that like super close-up shot, I saw the camera guy who would come in and I could see that he was like filming the table and filming my hands, but I feel like every time he came over, I just like couldn't find a piece to put in, and then as soon as he left, I'd put in like 5 pieces in a row. Like they fit together, they actually don't, but a little trick is you can just hold it up to the light, and then if you see big gaps, then you know that it's wrong.
So
Oh, there's a little fun fact from me. So they have told me, I think this is true, that they are selling this puzzle as merch. However, I assume that they are not using this same company because this was just like a custom puzzle that when we did the shoot, they got 2 of these made. One of those sites where you can just upload any photo and they'll make it into a puzzle for you. And it was kind of like a cheaply made puzzle. Like when you picked up sections, the pieces would just crumble apart. So you could only move like 1, maybe 2 pieces at a time. You couldn't move big sections, and they had a tablecloth down, so you couldn't even like push sections around. So that was definitely a handicap for both of us. And also, since it was a little cheap, there was definitely the issue where pieces would seem to fit, where they didn't go. I even had to like rearrange part of the edge at one point, some of this at the top, where it's all the same color. So I feel like this might have been easier for them if it had been like a high quality puzzle where you knew for sure if it was right or wrong, but that's what we were working with, so that's what we got. Why does this remind me of math class when I'd like finish a test really early and everyone would just like stare at me?
Aaron?
That was just a little humble brag there. I was really good at math.
Side.
Karen, guess what? We almost got the border.
Good job. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
And you can see my puzzle is like half done at that point.
We did it!
Oh well, they cut all of this. So when they were still working on the border, they kept trying to count the number of pieces. And then at one point, one of them came over to me and was like trying to count how many pieces I had in my border. And I was just like, this is too much math. You don't need this much math in puzzles.
Yes! How far is she ahead?
She's very
Gee,
ahead.
dear God. Oh my God, she's almost done.
Oh yeah, this is where, once I finished the bottom part with all the colors, I can show you. Once I finished this part, which was closest to me, to see this part without any reflection, I had to stand up and like lean over it. So I guess that's where we're at in the puzzling now. Oh, wow, 75. They really cut ahead.
Before we started filming this, we were like, there's no way she's gonna beat us, so we better make it look like it's really close. And we are getting smoked.
So before we started filming this, I also said to their producers, I'm like pretty sure I'm gonna win. Do you wanna give me any handicaps? I gave them some suggestions. I was like, you could take 5 pieces from my puzzle and then I have to finish the whole thing and then I get those pieces back. Or you could put me at a smaller table so I can't spread out as much. And they were just like, no, it's fine, you know, we think it'll be fine. And then obviously I'm easily winning.
Okay, well maybe.
You can inspire us.
Yeah, inspire us through song.
With song?
Yep.
Puzzle friends, building puzzles together, putting pieces together.
Oh my God, I didn't even hear this. I must have been so focused. I don't remember any of this happening.
Karen.
Oh, here we go. I'm almost
Karen,
done.
I will come over there and I will drop kick that table.
No.
It's so close. Okay, did you ever see Mary-Kate and Ashley?
Oh my God. Okay, this whole thing. Hang on, let's watch it, and then I want to say something. Okay, 2000s.
Do you agree that it is by far the superior twin swap movie To the Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap.
I disagree because in It Takes Two, they are not actually twins.
They're not twins.
Which does not make any sense.
It's crazy. What do you think of the original Parent Trap?
I think it's great. The song is a real banger.
Let's get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. We can have something.
Guys, I'm trying to distract her.
Well, I don't think I've ever said a real banger before. That's when you're on camera, things just come out of your mouth. That's why I try not to judge anyone on like reality shows too hard, because when you're in a high pressure situation, sometimes you just say things that you never have said ever before in your life. So anyway, here's what I want to say. Dear Zach, I would love to have a full-on discussion about the pros and cons of every single Mary-Kate and Ashley and Lindsay Lohan movie with you anytime. Call me up. I still hold that The Parent Trap is the superior twin swap movie to It Takes Two, just by a little bit. However, I think the top Mary-Kate and Ashley movie is Our Lips Are Sealed, because you have Australia, which means you have Australian accents, you have the witness protection program, you have a jewel heist, you have great clothes, great hair, you have a kangaroo, you have not Megan Fox, she's in the one from the Bahamas, but you have literally everything else that you need to make a great movie, and I will hold that that is the best one. Anyway, back to the Try Guys video. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do it.
Well, what about...
Here we go, here we go.
The morning
I'm done. That was so fun, oh my God. Yeah, an hour, 21 minutes. So my guess had been 90 minutes, and I beat my own guess. I think I did really well at that.
Oh, Karen.
You know, I'm actually pretty impressed with how they did. Oh yeah, and then I came over to like peer over at how far they had gotten, because I had no idea. I couldn't see. So we'll see how they do with it now, but I'm impressed that they got 3/4 of it finished.
I feel so alive right now. I feel electric.
That's so shady. Like, I'm impressed that they got 3/4 of it finished in the time that it took me to do the whole thing. Oh, also this part. So after I did that little exit interview, just like talking about the final thing, I had left because they didn't need me for anything else, so I never actually saw them finish it. So this part is all new to me.
I really like seeing things completed, especially images. I'm so distracted.
Oh, how long did it take them?
I just want to be part of it.
There we go. Yes.
Oh, are they finishing it? They're finishing it? They did it? They actually did it?
A miracle happened today. For the first time in my life, I was wrong. Puzzles are fun. It's in my last face!
Okay.
Yes!
We'll all do the last piece of
Here we go. There we go. They did it. Okay, 2 hours and 6 minutes. That's not bad. That's solid. That is perfectly respectable. Oh, and that's it. They filmed so much more stuff of me after I finished the puzzle, and they used literally none of it. That's fine. So that was so fun. Thank you to the Try Guys for having me on their channel. I have actually met the Try Guys before. We're not like BFFs, but I met Keith at VidCon probably like 2 years ago. I doubt he remembers. It's totally fine. And then I ended up at the Streamies last year, which is like a YouTube awards show. And for part of it, I was sitting with my friend Sierra, and at her table were Ned and Zach. So I said hi to them there. However, I also don't think they remember that, and they just wanted to do this video, and I guess they searched YouTube for Jigsaw puzzles, and they found me, and they emailed me, and that's how this video came about. I'll be honest, at the time of filming, which was probably a good like month or two from when you were seeing it, I was going through kind of like a medical issue, nothing contagious and something very common. It was fine. However, it made me pretty fatigued for a couple weeks, and I was still kind of coming out of it on the day of the shoot. So I was at like a 7 when I wish I could have been at a 10, but it is what it is. I think the video still came out really well. When I actually sat down to do the puzzle, I just went into autopilot and I just did the puzzle because that's what I do. It was just all the stuff around it where I was like, I maybe could have amped it up like a little bit. I remember on the way home, I just thought of so many more things that I could have said in the interview segments, but you know, it's fine. They let me keep the puzzle, which is nice. So I think I have heard that they are going to be selling this puzzle as merch. Again, everything that I've said about the quality of the puzzle is just this one from this company. I have no idea what company they're using to make the one that they're gonna sell as merch, so yours, the pieces might be totally different from what you saw here. I have no idea, I cannot answer that. But they let me keep my puzzle, the one that I did, which is super fun. It'll definitely fit right in on my puzzle collection. So thank you for watching. If you're new here from the Try Guys video, I hope you'll subscribe because I try to post a video every week of doing the craziest puzzles I can find. So I'd love to know in a comment, have you ever raced a puzzle against someone else, and did you win? Did you lose? How did it go? So I do this thing where at the end of my videos, I give you a code word so that you can leave that in your comment, and then I'll know that you watched all the way to the end. So your code word will be, you know what? Eugene, because he's the one who had some solid strategy at the beginning. All right, I think that's it from me. Happy puzzling. I'll see you all next time.